Seoul, officially the Seoul Special City, is the capital and largest metropolis of South Korea, forming the heart of the Seoul capital area, which includes the surrounding Incheon metropolis and Gyeonggi province. The world's 14th largest city and 4th largest metropolitan area with over 25.6 million people. It is home to over half of all South Koreans along with 678,102 international residents. Situated on the Han River, Seoul's history stretches back more than 2,000 years when it was founded in 18 BCE by Baekje, one of the three kingdoms of Korea. It continued as the capital of Korea under the Joseon dynasty. The Seoul capital area contains 5 UNESCO World Heritage Sites: Changdeok Palace, Hwaseong Fortress, Jongmyo Shrine, Namhansanseong and the royal tombs of the Joseon dynasty. Seoul is surrounded by mountains, the tallest being Mount Bukhan, the world's most visited national park per square foot. Modern landmarks include the iconic Seoul Tower, the gold-clad 63 building, the neo-futuristic Dongdaemun Design Plaza, Lot World, the world's second-largest indoor theme park, Moonlight Rainbow Fountain, the world's longest bridge fountain and the Seoul floating islands. The birthplace of K-pop and the Korean wave, Seoul received over 10 million international visitors in 2014, making it the world's 9th most visited city and 4th largest earner in tourism. Today, Seoul is considered a leading and rising global city, resulting from an economic boom called the Miracle on the Han River, which transformed it to the world's 4th largest metropolitan economy with a GDP of $845.9 billion in 2014 after Tokyo, New York City and Los Angeles. In 2015, it was rated Asia's most livable city with the second highest quality of life globally by Arcadis, a world-leading technology hub centered on Gangnam and Digital Media City. The Seoul capital area boasts 15 Fortune Global 500 companies such as Samsung, the world's largest technology company, as well as LG and Hyundai Kia. In 2014, the city's GDP per capita of $39,786 was comparable to that of France and Finland, ranked 6th in the Global Power City Index and Global Financial Centers Index. The metropolis exerts a major influence in global affairs as one of the 5 leading hosts of global conferences. Seoul is the world's most wired city and ranked first in technology readiness by PwC's Cities of Opportunity report. Its public transportation infrastructure is the world's densest and ranked as the best in the Northern Hemisphere by Arcadis. It is served by the KTX high-speed rail and the Seoul Subway, the world's largest subway network, providing 4G LTE, Wi-Fi and DMB inside subway cars. Seoul is connected via AREX to Incheon International Airport, rated the world's best airport 9 years in a row by Airports Council International. Lot World Tower, a 556 meters super-tall skyscraper with 123 floors, is being built in Seoul to become the OECD's tallest in 2015 with the world's tallest observation deck and art gallery. Its Lot Cinema houses the world's largest cinema screen. Seoul's COEX Mall is the world's largest underground shopping mall. Empories ranked Seoul's skyline having the world's 4th highest visual impact among major cities. Seoul hosted the 1986 Asian Games, 1988 Summer Olympics, 2002 FIFA World Cup, the Miss Universe 1980 pageant, and the 2010 G20 Seoul Summit. A UNESCO City of Design, Seoul was named the 2010 World Design Capital. Etymology: the city has been known in the past by the names Hwaseong, Hanju, Namgyeong, Hanseong, Hanyang, Gyeongseong. Its current name originated from the Korean word meaning capital city, which is believed to be derived from the word Seoul, which originally referred to Gyeongju, the capital of Silla. During Japan's annexation in Korea, Hanseong was renamed to Gyeongseong to prevent confusion with the Hanja, as it also refers to the Han Chinese. In reality, the ancient name of Seoul, Hanseong, originally had the meaning of big, or vast. Unlike most place names in Korea, Seoul has no corresponding Hanja. On January 18, 2005, Seoul government officially changed its official Chinese language name to Shoa from the historic Hancheng, of which use is becoming less common. History. Settlement of the Han River area, where present-day Seoul is located, began around 4000 BC. Seoul is first recorded as Wyereseong, the capital of Baekje in the northeastern Seoul area. There are several city walls remaining in the area that date from this time. Pungnaptoseong, an earthen wall just outside Seoul, is widely believed to have been at the main Wyereseong site. As the three kingdoms competed for this strategic region, control passed from Baekje to Goguryeo in the 5th century, and from Goguryeo to Silla in the 6th century. In the 11th century, Goryeo, which succeeded unified Silla, built a summer palace in Seoul, which was referred to as the southern capital. It was only from this period that Seoul became a larger settlement. When Joseon replaced Goryeo, the capital was moved to Seoul, where it remained until the fall of the dynasty. The Gyeongbok Palace, built in the 14th century, served as the royal residence until 1592. The other large palace, Changdeokgung, constructed in 1405, served as the main royal palace from 1611 to 1872. Originally, the city was entirely surrounded by a massive circular stone wall to provide its citizens security from wild animals, thieves and attacks. The city has grown beyond those walls, and although the wall no longer stands north of the downtown area, the gates remain near the downtown district of Seoul, including most notably Sungyemun and Hongganji-moon. During the Joseon dynasty, the gates were opened and closed each day, accompanied by the ringing of large bells at the Bosimguk belfry. In the late 19th century, after hundreds of years of isolation, Seoul opened its gates to foreigners and began to modernize. Seoul became the first city in East Asia to introduce electricity in the royal palace, built by the Edison Illuminating Company, and a decade later Seoul also implemented electrical street lights. Much of the development was due to trade with foreign countries like France and United States. For example, the Seoul Electric Company, Seoul Electric Trolley Company, and Seoul Fresh Spring Water Company were all joint Korean-American-owned enterprises. In 1904, an American by the name of Angus Hamilton visited the city and said, "The streets of Seoul are magnificent, spacious, clean, admirably made and well-drained. The narrow, dirty lanes have been widened, gutters have been covered, roadways broadened. Seoul is within measurable distance of becoming the highest, most interesting and cleanest city in the East." After the annexation treaty in 1910, the Empire of Japan annexed Korea and renamed the city Gyeongseong. Japanese technology was imported, the city walls were removed, some of the gates demolished. Roads became paved and Western-style buildings were constructed. The city was liberated at the end of World War II. In 1945, the city was officially named Seoul, and was designated as a special city in 1949. During the Korean War, Seoul changed hands between the Russian, Chinese-backed North Korean forces and the American-backed South Korean forces several times, leaving the city heavily damaged after the war. The capital was temporarily relocated to Busan. One estimate of the extensive damage states that after the war, at least 191,000 buildings, 55,000 houses, and 1,000 factories lay in ruins. In addition, a flood of refugees had entered Seoul during the war. swelling the population of the city and its metropolitan area to an estimated 1.5 million by 1955. Following the war, Seoul began to focus on reconstruction and modernization. As Korea's economy started to grow rapidly from the 1960s, urbanization also accelerated and workers began to move to Seoul and other larger cities. From the 1970s, the size of Seoul administrative area greatly expanded as it annexed a number of towns and villages from several surrounding counties. According to 2012 census data, the population of the Seoul area makes up around 20% of the total population of South Korea. Seoul has become the economic, political and cultural hub of the country, with several Fortune Global 500 companies, including Samsung, SK Holdings, Hyundai, POSCO and LG Group headquartered there. Seoul was the host city of the 1986 Asian Games and 1988 Summer Olympics, as well as one of the venues of the Football World Cup 2002. Geography. Seoul is in the northwest of South Korea. Seoul proper comprises 605.25 square kilometers, with a radius of approximately 15 kilometers, roughly bisected into northern and southern halves by the Han River. The Han River and its surrounding area played an important role in Korean history. The three kingdoms of Korea strove to take control of this land, where the river was used as a trade route to China. The river is no longer actively used for navigation, because its estuary is located at the borders of the two Koreas, with civilian entry barred. The city is bordered by 8 mountains, as well as the more level lands of the Han River Plain and western areas. Climate. Seoul has a humid continental climate. November-May is more akin to a continental climate, while the warmer months are more like a warmer climate with elements of a tropical wet, dry climate. Summers are generally hot and humid, with the East Asian monsoon taking place from June until September. August, the warmest month, has an average temperature of 22.4 to 29.6 degrees Celsius with higher temperatures possible. Winters are often cold to freezing with an average January temperature of -5.9 to 1.5 degrees Celsius and are generally much drier than summers, with an average of 28 days of snow annually. Sometimes, temperatures do drop dramatically to below -10.0 degrees Celsius. In odd occasions, rarely as low as -15.0 degrees Celsius in the midwinter period between January and February. Administrative districts. Seoul is divided into 25 gu. The gu vary greatly in area and population. Songpa has the most people, while Siarcho has the largest area. The government of each gu handles many of the functions that are handled by city governments in other jurisdictions. Each gu is divided into dong, or neighborhoods. Some gu have only a few dong, while others, like Jongna District, have a very large number of distinct neighborhoods. Gu of Seoul consist of 423 administrative dongs in total. Dong are also subdivided into 13,787 tong, which are further divided into 102,796 ban in total. Demographics. Seoul proper is noted for its population density, which is almost twice that of New York and 8 times greater than Rome. Its metropolitan area was the most densely populated in the OECD in Asia in 2012, and second worldwide after that of Paris. Nearly all of Seoul's residents are Korean, with some small Chinese, Japanese, and expatriate minorities. As of December 2013, the population was 10.14 million. In 2012, it was 10,442,426. As of the end of June 2011, 10.29 million Republic of Korea citizens lived in the city. This was a 24% decrease from the end of 2010. The population of Seoul has been dropping since the early 1990s, the reasons being the high costs of living and an aging population. The number of foreigners living in Seoul is 255,501 in 2010 according to Seoul officials. As of June 2011, 281,780 foreigners were located in Seoul. Of them, 186,631 foreigners were Chinese citizens of Korean ancestry. This was an 8.84% increase from the end of 2010 and a 12.85% increase from June 2010. The next largest group was Chinese citizens who are not of Korean ethnicity. 29,901 of them resided in Seoul. The next highest group consisted of the 9,999 United States citizens who were not of Korean ancestry. The next highest group were the Republic of China citizens, at 8,717. Religion. The two major religions in Seoul are Christianity and Buddhism. Other religions include Muism and Confucianism. Seoul is home to the world's largest Christian congregation, Beautiful Gospel Church, which has around 830,000 members. Seoul is home to the world's largest modern university founded by a Buddhist order, Donguk University. According to the census of 2005, of the people of Seoul, 39% follow Christianity and 16.8% follow Buddhism. 46.2% of the population is irreligious or other. Economy. Seoul is the business and financial hub of South Korea. Although it accounts for only 0.6% of the nation's land area, it generated 21% of the country's GDP in 2006. In 2008, the Worldwide Centers of Commerce Index ranked Seoul number 9. The Global Financial Centers Index in 2015 listed Seoul as the 6th financially most competitive city in the world. The Economist Intelligence Unit ranked Seoul 15th in the list of overall 2025 city competitiveness, regarding future competitiveness of cities. Manufacturing. The traditional, labor-intensive manufacturing industries have been continuously replaced by information technology, electronics and assembly type of industries. However, food and beverage production, as well as printing and publishing, remained among the core industries. Major manufacturers are headquartered in the city, including Samsung, LG, Hyundai, Kia and SK. Notable food and beverage companies include Jinro, whose soju is the most sold alcoholic drink in the world, beating out Smirnoff vodka. Top-selling beer producers Haight and Oriental Brewery. It also hosts food giants like Seoul Dairy Cooperative, Nongshim Group and Lot. Finance. Seoul hosts large concentration of headquarters of international companies and banks, including 15 companies on Fortune 500 lists such as Samsung, LG and Hyundai. Most bank headquarters and the Korea Exchange are located in Yeouido, which is often called Korea's Wall Street, and has been serving as the financial center of the city since the 1980s. Commerce. The largest wholesale and retail market in South Korea, the Dongdaemun Market, is located in Seoul. Myeongdong is a shopping and entertainment area in downtown Seoul with mid to high-end stores, fashion boutiques and international brand outlets. The nearby Namdaemun Market, named after the Namdaemun Gate, is the oldest continually running market in Seoul. Insadong is the cultural art market of Seoul, where traditional and modern Korean artworks, such as paintings, sculptures and calligraphy are sold. Hwanghatdong Flea Market and Jangunpyeong Antique Market also offer antique products. Some shops for local designers have opened in Samcheongdong, where numerous small art galleries are located. Itaewon caters mainly to foreign tourists and American soldiers based in the city. The Gangnam district is one of the most affluent areas in Seoul and is noted for the fashionable and upscale Apgujeongdong and Cheongdam-dong areas, and the COEX Mall. Wholesale markets include Noryangjin Fisheries Wholesale Market and Garrett Market. The Yongsan Electronics Market is the largest electronics market in Asia. Times Square is one of Seoul's largest shopping malls, featuring the CGV Stadium, the world's largest permanent 35mm cinema screen.